For the PressCorps, I'm Connor Eskin. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the latest news from the Siva Valley conflict. Here in the 114th conflict of the Foxhole War, it is day 562. Colonials and Wardens continue to throw down in southern Raqqa. The front lines begin to stagnate as Colonials are now fighting in home territory against stretched thin Warden logistics lines. The Central Front remains in great march, with Wardens in striking distance of the town of Sitaria. Things are not over yet, however, as Colonials now fight harder than ever before. Continued Warden landing attempts plague the waters of Terminus, but no real gains have been made as the Colonial Quick Response Forces lock down their shores. In the west, Stamma Landing is surprisingly green once more, with most of the region back into Legion hands. And this is your reminder that the PressCorps is focused on the Able Shard. Combined casualties for this conflict have reached 2.7 million. The Colonial Legion suffers 1.4 million dead, while the Wardens suffer 1.3 million. Lynn of Mercy remains the region with the most dead, with 369,000 deaths that can be broken down to 205,000 dead Colonial Legionnaires and 164,000 dead Wardens. The Central Front has stalled for almost a month now, as the Wardens seem to be stuck in the northern portion of the Great March region. This was expected by both armies, however, as the Colonials had bolstered the region when Abandoned Ward fell to better defend the logistical town of Sitaria. Additionally, Sitaria is a manufacturing hub that can self-sustain for weeks compared to other towns such as Jade Cove or Silk Farms. To the northwest, however, Wardens continue to creep along the bulwark, attacking the Masayan-controlled city of Blemish from Greenfield Orchard and Fort Providence, and are currently attempting to enter the city. Masayan and Sivish forces continue to fight over Westgate, with the critical town of Longstone changing hands frequently in the last month. Naval invasions, large infantry and mechanized assaults, and even commando strike teams have contributed to its numerous falls. To the southeast of Longstone, Wardens have captured the bulwark town of Cinderwick in Sableport. However, their push seems to have stalled as the next town they face in the region is Barrenholm, a full stronghold compared to Cinderwick and Longstone. And finally, across the aging ocean, Colonials have captured the entirety of the region of Stamma Landing, a naval act of defiance against the Warden naval presence of the west. However, Colonials on the eastern parts of Raqqa continue to hold strong, though suffering heavy losses and once again being put in a defensive posture. Reports of Warden Marine raiding parties in Terminus continue to flood PressCorps desks, though we have been unable to ascertain if a solid beachhead has been captured since the fall of the Warden contingent in Winding Bolus. Reaver's Pass, however, has seen little developments on its front lines, with Colonial and Warden forces using the Blackjack Junction as a natural barrier. And now, for some quick notes handed to the press desk. In the final minutes of preparation for this broadcast, Colonials have pushed the Wardens out of Fort Providence, but we are unsure if they will attempt an attack on Greenfield Orchard. And a similar situation is unfolding in Sableport, where Cinderwick has just fallen to Colonial advances. Wardens and Colonials have been making heavy use of Storm and Tempest cannons. If you're outside and it's clear overhead, but you hear thunder, find cover immediately. This is not official survival advice, and the PressCorps cannot be held liable for any injury or death that may occur. And now for the weather. Weather remains generally clear across the front lines, with a rain of lead being reported in Longstone. The PressCorps will keep you updated on any developing storms and harsh weather when the new reports reach us. Our weather forecasts wouldn't be possible without the help of our volunteer storm chasers. If you'd like to know more about the Storm Chaser Corps, go to PressCorpsGaming.com/weather. From the PressCorps, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the freshly enlisted in our ranks, who may have joined us from the Steam Summer Sale. Keep up the good work, folks, and remember, it's not over yet. Finally, this is your reminder to stay hydrated. A hydrated soldier is an alert soldier, and an alert soldier makes all the difference in the war.
The PressCorps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The PressCorps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps Gaming.com.